If you're over 60, you've probably felt this at some point. You wake up in the morning, your body is still there, but it doesn't quite cooperate the way it used to. Your joints feel a little stiffer, your thinking feels a step slower. You eat the same foods you've eaten for decades, yet now you feel bloated, tired, or uncomfortable afterward. Many people sit across from me in my office and ask a very honest question. Doctor, is this just what getting old looks like? And I always give the same answer. Your body isn't broken. It's just responding differently. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive and more honest. Things you used to eat without thinking now leave a mark. And small choices, when made the right way, start to matter a lot more. There's one group of foods I see older adults misunderstand more than almost any other. Some people are afraid of them, some avoid them completely, others eat them casually, and then wonder why they feel uncomfortable. I'm talking about nuts. They're small, easy to grab. Nothing about them looks dramatic or powerful. But at this stage of life, it's often the small things that decide whether you move through your day feeling heavy or feeling light. I've followed many patients of the same age with similar lifestyles. Some become more dependent on medications, move less, and worry more. Others still walk confidently, think clearly, and live independently. The difference isn't a miracle. It's the choices repeated every day, especially how they eat. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. David Warren. I'm 60 years old. I've worked with older adults for decades, not to help them fight aging, but to help them live in harmony with a body that's changing. Today's video is not for young people. It's not for diet trends. And it's definitely not about eating more just to be healthy. We're going to talk honestly and clearly about what really happens inside your body when you eat nuts after 60, which nuts help, and which ones can make you feel worse. How much is enough and when eating them actually backfires, and why for many older adults, eating nuts the right way is closely tied to independence and dignity. If you're in this stage of life or caring for aging parents, stay with me. What comes next is simple, but understood correctly, it can change how you age. Idea 1. After 60, your body doesn't need more food. It needs smarter food. After 60, your intestines don't absorb nutrients as efficiently as they used to. Digestive enzymes decrease. Your body struggles to pull enough nutrition from large, carb-heavy meals that are low in micronutrients. That means eating more doesn't necessarily nourish your body, but nutrient-dense foods, even in small amounts, can make a big difference. Nuts fall into this category. They pack healthy fats, plant-based protein, minerals, and vitamins into a small portion. When nuts are eaten the right way, many older adults notice less constant fatigue during the day, a comfortable sense of fullness without feeling sluggish, fewer cravings for sweets and snacks, meals that feel lighter but still sustaining. You don't need much, just a small handful a day. Think of nuts as a supplement, not a replacement for meals. Choose simple, minimally processed nuts. I often tell my older patients this. At this age, your body doesn't need you to try harder. It needs you to understand it better. Eating nuts correctly isn't about living longer. It's about making each day feel a little lighter. Idea 2, silent inflammation after 60. Why you ache more without being seriously ill. After 60, the body rarely experiences intense inflammation like it did when you were younger. What's far more common is low-grade, long-term inflammation. You don't have a fever. There's no obvious swelling, but you feel it through. Morning stiffness, lingering aches after light activity, fatigue with no clear cause, slower recovery than before. This happens because the immune system, after decades of constant work, starts responding more slowly, but persistently, and diet plays a major role in either calming that inflammatory fire or quietly feeding it day after day. Some natural nuts contain unsaturated fats and plant compounds that help soothe inflammation rather than trigger it. When background inflammation is better controlled, many older adults notice more flexible joints, especially in the morning, less of that worn down feeling, easier time maintaining walking and light movement, deeper sleep because the body feels less inflamed. These changes don't happen overnight, They arrive slowly, steadily, and last, in sync with how the aging body works. Choose nuts without added salt, sugar, or frying. Eat small amounts consistently instead of large portions at once. Pair them with meals or daytime snacks. Drink enough water so your body can process healthy fats efficiently. I often tell patients with joint pain, we don't need to put out the fire with a bucket of water. We just need to stop pouring oil on it. The right nuts aren't painkillers. They're a way to stop adding inflammation every day. Idea 3, your brain after 60 isn't declining fast. It's just underfueled. After 60, your brain doesn't suddenly lose large numbers of cells. What's more common is brain cells becoming less flexible, slower nerve signaling, greater sensitivity to inflammation, and reduced blood flow. The brain uses a lot of energy, but it doesn't like fast, aggressive energy. Simple sugars, low-fat diets, and irregular eating make brain function unstable. Some nuts provide fats that support brain structure, vitamins and compounds that protect nerve cells, nutrients that help maintain steady brain circulation. That's why many older adults notice eat well and their mind feels clearer, eat poorly and they feel foggy and forgetful. When the brain is nourished properly, people often experience better focus while reading, watching TV, or talking, less afternoon mental heaviness, slower decline in reaction time, more stable mood due to steadier energy. It's not about feeling young again, it's about feeling more like yourself. Use nuts as a small part of the day, not all at once. Eat them in the morning or at lunch when the brain needs fuel most. Chew well to improve absorption. Avoid pairing nuts with sugary foods. I often tell patients worried about memory, we can't turn back time, but we can slow how quickly the present fades. Supporting the brain doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs consistency and respect for your body's rhythm. Idea 4, muscles and joints after 60. Weakness isn't age, it's missing building materials. After 60, the body enters a phase of gradual muscle loss. This happens every year, even if you're still active. Main reasons include reduced protein synthesis, less movement due to fear of pain, diets low in easily absorbed protein and minerals. When muscles weaken, joints carry more load, bones experience uneven stress, fall and fracture risk increases. Some nuts provide plant protein to support muscle maintenance, magnesium to relax muscles and reduce stiffness, healthy fats that help joints move more smoothly. When muscles and joints are supported properly, many older adults notice standing up from a chair feels easier, walking longer with less fatigue, less fear of stairs, a stronger, more stable feeling while moving. What matters most is this: movement feels less intimidating, and when fear drops, movement increases, creating a positive cycle. Eat nuts after daytime meals. Pair them with gentle movement like walking, stretching, or slow sit-to-stand exercises. Don't replace protein-rich meals with nuts. Avoid eating large portions at once. I often tell my older patients, strength isn't for showing off. It's so you don't have to rely on others. Every nutrition choice that supports muscles and joints is a choice that protects your independence. Idea 5. Digestion after 60. Nuts can help, or quietly make you uncomfortable. After 60, digestion simply isn't as strong as before. Specifically, stomach acid decreases, digestive enzymes slow, gut movement becomes less efficient, the intestinal lining grows more sensitive. That's why dense, hard, fatty foods, when eaten the wrong way, can cause bloating, slow digestion, heartburn, lingering discomfort after meals. Nuts are very nutrient-dense. They're helpful, but they're unforgiving when eaten carelessly. When eaten in a gut-friendly way, many older adults notice more regular bowel movements, less constipation, a lighter feeling by evening, less heaviness after meals. That's because nuts contain fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria, healthy fats that gently lubricate digestion, minerals that support steady intestinal movement. Chew thoroughly. Digestion starts in the mouth. Start small, 5 to 7 nuts a day. Eat them earlier in the day, not at night. If your gut is sensitive, soak nuts to soften them or grind them into food. If you feel bloated, uncomfortable, or burning afterward, Reduce the amount. Don't force your body to get used to it. I tell my patients gently, digestive trouble isn't your fault. It's your body asking for gentler care. Nuts shouldn't create stress. They should only show up when your body's ready to receive them. Idea 6, blood sugar after 60. It's not just sugar that raises it. It's eating out of rhythm. A lot of people over 60 say this to me. Doctor, I don't eat sweets, so why is my blood sugar still high? Here's the truth. After 60, insulin works more slowly and is less responsive. Muscle mass decreases, and muscles are where sugar gets burned. The liver releases glucose into the bloodstream more easily than before, so blood sugar isn't controlled by sugar alone. It also depends on the order you eat foods, the timing of meals, the balance between carbs, protein, and fat. When used correctly, nuts have a low glycemic impact and can help slow down sugar absorption, keep blood sugar steadier after meals, reduce afternoon sugar cravings. When blood sugar is more stable, older adults often notice fewer sudden energy crashes, less shakiness or dizziness between meals, more stable mood, better sleep at night. These are small changes, but they make a big difference in daily life. Eat nuts with meals, not on an empty stomach. Use them as a source of healthy fat and protein, not a full replacement for carbohydrates. Avoid completely sugar-coated nuts, honey-roasted nuts, chocolate-covered nuts. The right amount is a small handful a day. I often tell my patients with diabetes, managing blood sugar isn't about chasing numbers. It's about creating a steady rhythm for your body. When used properly, nuts help make each meal feel less stressful. Idea 7. Weight and energy after 60. Nuts don't make you heavier. Eating them the wrong way does. After 60, the body goes through changes many people don't notice. Muscle mass gradually declines. Fat is stored more easily. Metabolism slows down, especially in the evening. So the same amount of food you ate years ago now creates a very different response. Nuts contain fat, and that scares a lot of people. But the problem isn't fat itself. It's the type of fat, the timing, whether you're adding food or replacing something with it. When eaten correctly, nuts help you feel full longer, keep energy more stable, reduce blood sugar swings, cut down on mindless snacking. When eaten incorrectly, nuts are easy to overeat. Increase total daily calories cause heaviness and quiet weight gain. Older adults who eat nuts wisely often feel fewer afternoon energy crashes, less hunger right after meals, more stable weight, a calmer relationship with food. Most importantly, you stop living in fear of eating. Use nuts to replace pastries, processed snacks, sugary treats. Don't eat nuts on top of already full meals. Avoid late-night nut snacking. Never eat straight from a large bag. Always portion them out. I tell many patients this. After 60, eating isn't about controlling your weight. It's about protecting your energy for living. Nuts won't make you thin, but eaten correctly, they help prevent getting more tired year after year. Idea 8. Common mistakes after 60 that turn nuts from a helper into a burden. At this age, the body doesn't bounce back from mistakes the way it used to. Small errors repeated daily can increase inflammation, disrupt digestion, make blood sugar harder to control, leave you feeling tired without knowing why. With nuts, I see the same 5 mistakes over and over again. Mistake 1. Eating too many because healthy means more is better. Nuts are small but very calorie dense. A few extra handfuls every day add up to quiet weight gain, more pressure on joints, extra strain on the heart. Nuts are a supplement, not a main meal. Mistake 2. Choosing tasty nuts instead of body-friendly nuts. Nuts coated with heavy salt sugar, honey, artificial flavors trick your taste buds but lead to water retention, higher blood pressure, blood sugar swings, increased inflammation. Simple rule, the fewer ingredients, the better. Mistake 3. Eating nuts late at night. After 60, digestion slows, metabolism slows, the stomach becomes more sensitive. Late-night nuts can cause bloating, acid reflux, poor sleep. Waking up tired nuts belong to the daytime, not late evenings. Mistake 4. Poor chewing. It sounds small, but it's huge. Not chewing well means the stomach has to work harder. Nutrients are absorbed poorly. Gas and discomfort increase. The mouth is the gateway to digestion, not just a shortcut to swallowing. Mistake 5. Forcing yourself to eat nuts when your body says no. If a certain nut causes discomfort, itching, bloating, stomach pain, that's not weakness, it's a biological signal. Every digestive system is different at this age. There is no nut that everyone must eat. When older adults avoid these mistakes, they often notice a lighter body, less discomfort after meals, more confidence around food, no longer feeling afraid to eat. The core principles are simple: small amounts consistently, simple, minimally processed nuts, eat during the day, chew thoroughly, listen to your body. I always tell my patients, smart eating after 60 isn't strict discipline. It's respect for your body's signals. When you eat nuts with awareness, they give back a sense of lightness. Aging isn't a loss if you know what to hold on to. If you've listened this far, you've probably realized something important. After 60, the problem isn't eating more food. It's whether you understand your body when you eat your choices, support your body, or quietly exhaust it. Nuts themselves aren't magic, and they're not mandatory, but when used in the right type, right amount, right timing, and right way, they become a quiet, steady tool that helps you reduce silent inflammation, keep your mind clearer, protect your heart, gently support joints and movement, stabilize blood sugar, and most importantly, maintain daily independence. I want you to remember this. Aging doesn't take your strength all at once. It takes it little by little, each time you ignore your body's signals. And health doesn't return through one big decision. It returns through small choices, repeated long enough. If today you change just one thing, eat a little less, but eat with intention, your body will notice, even if slowly. I'm Dr. David Warren. At this age, I don't recommend extreme diets. I simply encourage you to treat your body like a lifelong companion that's carried you this far. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, please subscribe and continue this journey with me. One small step a day, enough to make life feel lighter. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not replace personalized medical advice.